Hello students, I Asha Bist. Today I welcome you all in class 6, first chapter of geography, the earth in the solar system. Dear students, I have divided this chapter into two parts. Today we'll discuss the first part of this chapter. So let's begin. Watch this picture carefully. This picture shows sun and 8 planets. Before starting this chapter, let's discuss about the word solar system. Dear students, solar means soul. It is a word which means soul in Roman. In Roman, it means sun god. It is related to sun. Now, at night, when you see the sky, you observe that it looks wonderful. It looks so beautiful. At first, when you see the sky, you feel or you observe only few tiny bright dots, and later the whole sky becomes full of shining objects. And you notice that some are twinkling and some don't twinkle like others. A full moon occurs when in about a month's time called full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see the moon at all, which is called new moon night or Amavasya. Dear students, this is the picture of full moon night that is also called Purnima. You see that along with stars, there appear a moon but of different shape. When you look at the sky, someday you see a crescent moon, someday half part of moon, someday the full moon. Means the size of the moon keeps on changing. You observe it at different position and different size. A full moon can only be seen once in about a month's time. It is also called full moon or Purnima. Now, new moon night, or you can say Amavasya. At this time, you cannot see moon, that is known as Amavasya, where the sky can be seen the best at night. The clear sky you can see during Amavasya. Now let's talk about the earth. The earth is the third planet from the sun and the only place that's inhabited by living things. Means only life exists on earth because all the components which are required for life are present here. It is the fifth largest planet in the solar system and it is the only world with liquid water on the surface. Water is a basic necessity for human life, not only for human life, for all living things. Water is found here on Earth. Among all the 4 planets closest to the Sun, the Earth is the biggest planet. The solar system consists of our star, the Sun, and everything bound to it by gravity. The planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and dwarf planets such as Pluto, dozens of moons, and millions of asteroids, comets, and meteoroids together form the solar system. Now let's talk about celestial body. Okay, before talking about the celestial body, when you see the sky during daytime and you wonder, after looking at the sky during daytime, you wonder that why the sun don't allow us to see the tiny objects. Why you think that it happens? Why it happens? It happens because the light which we see in the sun is so bright that the light of the sun do not allow us to see other objects in the sky. Means during daytime the sun shines so brightly that other tiny celestial bodies cannot be seen in the sky. Okay, let's talk about the celestial bodies. The sun, the moon, and those objects shining in the night in the sky are called the celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases, like the sun. All those things that shine in the sky at night are called celestial bodies. Okay, everything, whatever we see at night shining in the sky so brightly, these are the celestial bodies. Some are very big among them. They all made up of gases, as I have already told you about that. They have their own light. They emit their own light and the heat. And some celestial bodies are the stars, like we have a celestial body star, that is the sun. We don't feel the heat of the stars as they are far away from us. Like you observe the sky at night, what you feel that these tiny objects look so small. Why? Because they are very far away from us. They are far away from us. That's why we also don't feel the heat of these small tiny stars. Like an example I want to quote here. When you see the sky and suppose an aeroplane is flying, you see that the aeroplane seems so tiny. But when you see the same aeroplane on the ground, then you can compare the size which you see in the sky when it flies or the size on the ground. So that's why whenever anything that is far away from us, it looks so tiny. Now the stars. Stars are celestial bodies which have their own heat and light. Means they emit their own heat and light. The sun is a star. Now you can see the beautiful picture of the sky at night. Here you can see small tiny objects in the sky along with moon. Some are bright, some are light. Now let's talk about the constellations. We can see various patterns in the sky at night. They are formed by stars. These are called constellations. When you observe the sky at night, you see that there are stars which are following a different kind of pattern. You can see different kind of shape or different kind of pattern there, and you try to just correlate it with the things you observe in the sky. These are called constellations. Means the pattern which you see formed by stars in the sky, they are constellations. Ursa Major or One Big Bear is such constellation. We can also see Saptarishi also there in the sky. That is a group of 7 stars which forms a different pattern. So in the night sky, various patterns you can see in the sky formed by the stars are called the constellations. I have given example also there. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarishi, the group of 7 stars that also we have discussed. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. Okay, earlier when people were not having any kind of you can say the object which is used to measure time, that time they used to measure time using by looking at the sky at night, by looking at the stars, they used to calculate time. The north star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star, the star which donates or which tells us about the north direction. It is known as pole star. It always remains in the same position in the sky, means it never changes its position. It always exists at the same place. Here this is the picture of night sky in which you can see constellations are formed by different stars. There are different patterns created by stars. These are the constellations. When you look at sky at night, you feel the sky so wonderful, so amazing, and you can identify different patterns over there, and these patterns are the constellations. Now let's talk about the planets. Planets are celestial bodies that do not have their own heat and light. This is very important. We should know about it, that planets, they don't emit their own heat and light. Okay, they are lit by the light of the stars. Like some of the planets, they get their light and heat from sun. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetia, which means wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet. Okay, our earth is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun. The light which our earth gets, that is from the sun. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. Moon is a natural satellite of the earth. It is a companion of the earth and moves around it. Means it always moves around the earth. Like our earth, there are 7 more planets. Okay, and these 7 more planets get their heat and light from the sun, from the star sun. Some of them have their moons too. They have their moons too. Some of them have more than one moon. So these celestial bodies are includes planets also. So this is all about the first part of the chapter. I'll soon come with the second part of the chapter. Till the time you revise the chapter and draw the beautiful picture of solar system mentioning the sun as well as 8 planets. Thank you and have a nice day.